Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is IT.Rex at your service. For today's video, I will share to you the Css Nc Ii Coc3 setup computer server. Tara! G! To start with Css3, first you have to disable the antivirus. So itong 360 antivirus ang ating disable. Dito siya, icon, then right click, then itong green na toggle button, so you have to click that one. Then you have to click permanently close. And okay. After antivirus, we'll go to the network, right click, then open network and sharing center, then go to Windows Firewall, click, then go to advanced settings. Then go to Windows Firewall with Advanced Security on Local Computer. You have to right click and Properties. So there are three profiles to off the firewall. So domain, private, and public. So atin tong i-off. Click that one, off, private, off, public, off. Then apply. Then okay. So if you observe, so ito yung tatlong profile, domain profile, private profile, and public. So naka-turn off yun lahat, firewall niya. Then next, go to inbound rules. Then if you observe, there are naka-dim na mga choices. All you have to do to enable all rules, so you have to Control A to select all, then right click, enable rule. Yan. After inbound, so proceed to outbound rules. Same process, Control A, right click, then enable rule. So yan. So yan ang before start Css3, so yan muna ang iyong i-configure or set up. After inbound and outbound rules, so go to Server Manager. Ito yung icon ng Server Manager. So click this one. Then, so this is the Server Manager dashboard. So in Css3, we have to add rules. There are 4 rules to be added. So we have DHCP, ADDS, DNS, and file services. So dito lang. So click this one. Then, so add roles and feature wizard. So just follow my process. So click next. Then next. Then next again. Then okay, check the DHCP server. Then add features. Then continue. Then click the DNS server, add features, then continue. Then also Active Directory Domain Services. So ito po ang i-check, hindi itong sa taas. Kasi magkakatrouble ka dyan. So click this one, then add features. Then, so the file services is already added. So ito lang tatlo ang yung i-check. Then proceed to next. Then next again. Then next. Then next. Next again. Then install. So malalaman mo itong pag matapos ito, pag makomplete na ang kanyang installation dito. So So we'll just wait. Okay, so features, installation progress, installation succeeded on server. So tapos na yan. Complete na. Then close. So after the install ang server, yung tatlong rules, so we'll go to this triangle warning, then right click, then complete DHCP configuration. Just commit, then close. So kailangan ma-fill out to lahat na ma-complete ito. So this time, post deployment configuration. So promote this server to a domain controller. So click this one. Then so Active Directory Domain Services Configuration Wizard. So click this add new forest, add a new forest. Then create a root domain name or domain name. So in our case, so since we are Css Nc Ii, so we'll just put css.org. So meaning of org is organization. Remember the domain. Then click next. So naglo-loading sa itaas. So just wait few minutes. So this time, this is now the Windows Server 2012 R2. So nag-loading pa rin siya. So this steps is creating a domain na, which is the css.org. So hindi na workgroup kundi domain na siya. So there will be a password and confirm password. So our password will be css@12345. Then also here css@12345. Okay. So if ever magkamali ka ng pag-password, pag-create, so ang next ito is magiging unfunctional ito. So yun ang kagandahan ng Windows Server 2012. So if example, lagay ka yan. So magdidim siya, meaning mali ang password mo. Yung password at confirm password. So dapat sakto talaga. So balik tayo. So that is now correct password. So we'll proceed next. Then just click next. So verify NetBIOS. Hintay-hintay lang tayo. So ito na CSS. So yan ang domain natin. So we'll just proceed next. So wag mo nang lagyan ng .org kasi nag-verify lang yan ng domain. Then proceed next again. Then next. So ayun na. So we'll just proceed to click the install. So they will install this one. So we will wait again for the complete of installation. So antay lang tayo until matapos siya. So ito na, tapos na siya na-install. So automatic pag close nito, kusa siyang magre-restart ang computer. So yan. So restarting the computer. So ito na after start. So if you observe, meron nang nakalagay na css/administrator. So ito na ang result ng domain, which is yung css.org or css.organization. Nung una, yung hindi pa na domain, administrator lang, walang CSS. So ngayon, meron na siya. Meaning to say, naka-domain na ang server. So, password, css@12345. this time, this will be the next step for CC3, which is the folder redirection. So go to File Explorer, then so we have local disk C and local disk D. So dito nyo ilagay ang folder redirection sa local disk D. Dito. Then create, then new, then folder. So lagyan nyo ng folder redirection. Then we have to share this one. So right click, then go to properties, then sharing, then share this folder, and drop down menu, everyone, add, then read and write. So then share, then done. So we'll not anymore go to this advanced sharing. So all we have to do is to get this network path kasi magagamit yan sa next na mga steps. So this one, you just have to highlight, then right click, then copy. So magagamit natin yan. Again, copy and close. Then we will go to the next step, which is to create organizational unit. So go to Server Manager, then Tools, then go to Active Directory Users and Computer. Click. Then, so if you observe na meron tayong css.org, so click that one. So just click this one, then right click, then new and organizational unit, then click. So we'll get the name CSS capital, then OK. Next step is the group policy management configuration, or the GPM configuration. So go to Tools, then click the Group Policy Management, then click the forest. So meron tayong parang triangle dyan, so you have to click that one, then go to Domains, then go to css.org. So yung ginawa nating CSS, or the organizational unit, so CSS, so we have to right click this one and create a GPO in this domain and link it here. Then so gawa natin ang pangalan redirect desktop, then OK. So we'll do the process. So right click this one, then edit, then go to users configuration, just double click, then policies, double click, Windows setting, double click, folder redirection, double click, then go to desktop, so right click, then go to properties, so click the drop down menu, then click the basic redirect everyone's folder to the same location. Then so there will be a root path, ito, so yung kinapin nating network path, so dito natin i-paste. So right click, then paste, yan. So just apply, then you want to continue, yes, then OK. So yan ang steps for GPM configuration. So just close this one para hindi tayo ma-distract sa another steps. So next step, we will create a first user, which is the client. So gagawin natin siyang domain. From workgroup na CSS Tesda, magiging css.org na siya. So saan yun gagawin? So follow the steps, go to Server Manager, then go to Tools, then Active Directory Users and Computer, click, Then, dito sa organizational unit, which is the CSS, dito tayo gagawa ng users or user. First is the client, then next naman is the netbook. So, we'll just proceed to the client. So, right click, then go to new, then users. So, for example, so first name, example lang. So, Geraldine. So, yan ang sa client first user. Then, pwede kayong maglagay na initial, pwede hindi. So, last name is Spiritu. So, yan ang full name niya. So, user login name. So, example, Geraldine. So, we'll just name it as Geraldine. Then, put at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yan. So, if magawa kayo ng username, be sure na meron siyang name and number. Kasi, sometimes, hindi gagana yung user if name lang or one letter lang ang yung in-input. So, dapat talaga yung convincing na username. Yung hindi siya nagagaya-gaya. So, remember the username. So, next. Then, confirm password. So, again, CSS at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, CSS at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, dito, you will select the second and third checkbox. So, we'll select this one. So, nag-error. So, once nag-error yan, so meaning to say, we have to uncheck this first para gumana siya yung second and third. So, uncheck, then check, then check. So, yan na. Then next, then finish. So, meron na tayong first user, which is si Geraldine Espiritu. So, remember the username. So, after that one, we will have to restart this one to update the settings and para mag-effect ang kanyang user when we create the client computer to change from workgroup to domain. So, restart the server. So, na-restart na. I will log in. Okay, before we proceed with the setup of the client to make it from workgroup to domain, so we'll just remember the IP address of the server. Kasi kailangan yan para ma-effect or gagana yung client from workgroup to domain. So, saan yan makita? So, dito. Then, type cmd. Then, so, IP address, which is first you have to type ipconfig. So, ito yung command para makita ang IP. So, ito ang IP address ng server. 192.168.0.102. So, gagamitin ito sa client na change to domain and also the netbook na i-change to domain. So, ang first user natin is Geraldine. So, kailangan sa client is ma-change talaga siya. Okay? So, yun. So, we are now in a client computer. So, ito, gagawin natin itong domain, which is yung first user na si Geraldine. So, makikita dito na client ang kanyang name. So, para maging domain to, magiging Geraldine ito, Geraldine Espiritu. So, we'll have to get the steps for creating from workgroup to domain. So, first, go to File Explorer. Then, this PC, right-click, and Properties. So, ito ang workgroup natin, CSS Gagawin natin itong domain na, which is the css.org. So change setting, then change, then ito na, from Css Desda, we'll make it a domain. So ang name is css.org. So yan ang ating domain. Before you enter the OK, so meron pa tayong gagawin para may effect or gagana itong domain. So we'll go to this one, the network. So right click, then open network and internet settings. So go to change adapter option. This one. So palitin lang natin para mas makita siya. Yan. So go to properties, or ito na lang, change adapter option. Then Ethernet, double click, then properties. Yan. So internet protocol version 4, dito tayo pupunta. Then properties. So dito na. So if you recall, so minamemorize ko sa inyo ang IP address ng server, which is 192.168.0.102. So dito yun ilalagay muna before tayo mag-proceed dito sa domain para gagana siya. Kasi pag wala itong server na hindi nalagay dito sa preferred DNS server, mag-i-error dito. Okay? So una yung gawin is set up here in network, then go to work group to domain. Let's proceed. So 192.168.0.102. So ito ang IP ng server. Ito ang makapagbabago from simple work group, so magiging domain na ito. So okay. Then close. So you have to close. Then close para hindi tayo ma-distract. Then here. So css.org. So we'll just click kung gagana siya. So kailangan mag-pop up yung username at password ng first user. So click OK. So yan. So nandyan na. So what's the name of the user? So we have Geraldine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, di ba yan ang user? So, wag nang i-capital para mas madali. Then, password, syempre, the CSS at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if ever you're doubt with your password, so you can click this one. Show password, yan. Okay? So, then click OK. So, ito na. Ito na ang simula from workgroup to domain. So, welcome to the css.org domain. So, from workgroup, naging domain na siya. Kumbaga, belong na siya sa server na css.org. Then, okay. Then, okay. Then, close. Then, restart now. So, nag-restart na ang client. So, we'll click this one. So, if you observe, naghihingi na siya ng password, which is itong client. So, di ba Geraldine 12345 yung user? So, hindi ito ang ating ilalagin. Doon tayo sa other user. Ito. So, click this one. Then, username. So, Geraldine. Then, 12345. Then, password, CSS at 12345. So, if you have doubt with your password, so you can click this one for confirmation. Then, log in. So, Geraldine Espiritu, welcome. So, yan ang start ng pag-login ng domain. So, we will check if na-change ba ang kanyang domain name. So, yan. Hi. So, set up pa yan dyan. This might take several minutes. So, almost there. Then, ito na. So, if If you observe na wala ang ibang file dun sa client. So, let's check to prove if na-change na ba ito into domain. So, click. Then, this one. So, yan. So, username is Geraldine Espiritu. And then, isa pang i-check natin is a File Explorer. Then, go to Properties. Yan. Then, ito. So, from workgroup, naging domain na siya. Css.org. So, meaning to say, successful ang ating first user, which is the client. So, next na naman is the netbook. So, pareho lang ang process niyan sa netbook. So, what we do in client, make it domain, same process with the netbook. And that's it for today's video tutorial in CUC3. If you have any question, just comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Again, this is IT.RexChannel at your service.